His attorney, Mitch Stoner, joining us this morning on The Morning Show. Good morning to both of you. Thank you very much for being here, Mitch. Always good to see you again.
Good morning, Jennifer.
And let me start with you, if I can, Mr. Mathis. I mean, to say that you were relieved when this came down on Friday, I know is an understatement. First of all, your reaction.
It was amazing. You know, it's one thing to hope for the result. It's one thing to kind of think, yeah, I'll probably get the result, but when you actually get the news, and not only the news that all my charges had been, convictions had been overturned, but that the appellate court agreed with my analysis. They agreed with my argument that you simply can't convict an attorney by contending his legal advice is wrong. It requires something much more than that. So in that sense, it vindicated me, and you know, I've maintained my innocence from the beginning, and I still do, and it was a relief. It was a tremendous relief.
And it's interesting, too, because, you know, this is 3.5 years in the making a little bit, so I'd like to bring our viewers up to speed a little bit who were not following it closely, nearly as closely, certainly, as you or your attorney. Right. And, Mitch, let me bring you into the fold here, if I can. Did you really kind of feel, and particularly now that what the appellate George ruled, did you really feel that prosecutors kind of schnookered you a little bit, and the fact that initially going in, they had given the impression that these charges were associated with you somehow profiting and being part of this business. And then during trial, suddenly it's, well, you gave advice that basically encouraged them to break the law, Allied veterans. Right. And then that prevented you, in essence, of presenting evidence that could have exonerated you.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'll let Mitch speak to that too. But you know, that is exactly what they did. They first said, well, what we're going to show is that Kelly Mathis was part of the business. He was making money from the business, and that he was part of the operation. That he was the registered agent, therefore he was a corporate agent. That was their argument, and Mitch and I discussed it, and we thought, well, great, this is going to be a short trial because they don't have any evidence of that.
I mean, we discussed that, I remember privately, sure, and you mentioning that to me, and then all of a sudden, well, you know, you get basically in the end 6 years prison time.
It was a bit of a moving target because when we started out, they were arguing that it was Kelly Mathis as the lawyer facilitating this business running an illegal operation. So we began the process of putting together a defense with dozens and dozens of people, lawyers, politicians, government officials, who were all going to come in and say, we understood Kelly Mathis's legal analysis and we agreed with it. Because there was regulation in Jacksonville and other cities. You don't regulate an illegal business. There was tons of evidence that we had in terms of legislation, in terms of law enforcement, state attorneys who were consulted. And all these people were going to be able to come in and say, we looked at Kelly's legal analysis and it holds water. They switched that, and then they said, well, we're not going to be prosecuting him about that. We're prosecuting him because he was part of the business and therefore profited from the business, and the business was illegal. It has nothing to do with him being a lawyer.
And the reason for that was pretty clear, because think about it. If you're going to prove that the attorney knew something was illegal, and I could put 200 witnesses on the stand that said, in our opinion, it wasn't illegal, we agreed with him, they knew they couldn't win that argument, so they had to shift again. And like Mitch said, it was kind of a moving target. Every day it's, well, what's your theory of prosecution? What exactly do you contend that I did wrong? I asked that from the time I was arrested. Exactly what is it that you contend that I did that was criminal, that was illegal?
Well, and then
we never got a straight answer.
And then as this went through, and you're seeing the co-founder, Jerry Bass, you're seeing Nelson Cuba, who was the former president of the Fraternal Order of Peace of Police here, and then the vice president, of course, of FOP, Robbie Freitas. You're seeing that they don't even get any jail time. Did you, at some point think, boy, what did I do wrong here? If your argument, of course, held water, and it did, at least with the appellate court, that I'm just giving legal advice.
Well, the reason was pretty simple. I was the one that refused to play along. Everyone else approached them about a plea deal, and I'll let Mitch speak to this, but they talked to us, hey, are you interested in discussion? Everybody else is talking to us. And my response was absolutely no. I am not interested in a plea deal. I will not plea to anything. I will fight for my innocence till the very end.
Well, because for you, a conviction also means, I mean, you're the former president of the Jacksonville Bar Association. That means the end of your livelihood, quite frankly, as an attorney.
Yeah.
And listen, when I heard that the state was going to argue that he was part of the business and that that's all they were going to try to prove, I knew. I said, well, I have dozens of witnesses lined up. You can put everybody on that witness stand, and I will ask them the $64,000 question. Was Kelly part of the business? The answer was resoundingly no. Did you offer him to be a part owner? Yep. Did he take it? No. He just was the lawyer for the organization. All he did was provide legal analysis and advocacy. So if we were going to open up in a particular area, he had to know what the ordinances were. He had to know what law enforcement and what others might think of it. He needed to know about zoning. All of that stuff is what lawyers do, and that's what he was doing. And everyone, bar none, agreed that that's what his role was.
And now
that's
you
exactly what the appellate court found, that I was solely the attorney, which is what I was saying from the very beginning.
And now you have an opportunity now to go back to trial and bring that evidence in. Do we have an idea of when that's going to happen, when you'll get the new trial? Yet, and we should point out, this isn't local prosecution. This is down in Seminole County.
It's statewide prosecution.
It's actually the
yeah.
Attorney General's office. It's not even Seminole County. It's the Attorney General's office. So
we haven't had any conversations with them yet. This just happened on Friday. We expect that there'll probably be some conversations, but they have certain time limits that they have to abide by if they're going to try to proceed further with the appeal.
And if they do?
If they do, then I go to trial again.
You will?
I will,
absolutely. You will
absolutely.
not accept any kind of plea?
I won't plead anything.
Okay.
Never will.
We had those discussions throughout the course of that 7 months preparing for trial, and we felt our position was so strong that when we were putting together our defense, it wasn't until the very end that the judge decided that all of that evidence wouldn't come in. It was not relevant to the issues. And so we felt our secondary defense that he wasn't part of the business was equally as strong. There was no reason to plea. And then what happened was the jury was told that he was the lawyer for the organization, gave them a legal opinion and basically implied that no one else in the world agreed with this legal opinion. He was standing on an island saying it's legal and no one else agreed, and we couldn't put evidence on to say many people agreed.
And now you get your chance. Thank you both for being here. Do appreciate it.